Fam. How about y'all come on in and let's have us another visit here on the Humble Show. I am Grant Fletcher, and I'm being joined by my co-hosts, Moonbeam Hallows and Brandon Cox, and there they are. Moonbeam, welcome back to the land of the living. We missed you last week. We thought you, no, we were pretty sure you were alive.
Yeah,
you thought I had died up here at the grindhouse.
Yeah, well, suppose it is haunted, right? You think it's haunted.
it is haunted, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it ain't that kind of haunted. It ain't like horror movie haunted. You're not gonna die here, you know.
It's not like spooky, scary skeleton haunted. It's like, well,
no, just shivers up your spine.
Yeah. I see. Well, good. So the Groundhouse opened back up. As we're recording this, it opened back up a few days ago. A little over a week ago as this drops. Yeah. That's awesome. That's so cool. I bet you're glad that the day is finally there and gone. You could probably hear, we're recording this on Independence Day, which is why Brandon is surrounded by fireworks once again. And but you could I don't know if you can hear, there's fireworks going on around me. I don't know if my mic's picking them up or not. Probably not, but
I can't hear, but hey, we can add them in post.
We'll put in the fireworks in post. Just to be clear, we can put that in after the fact.
We recorded this on Flag Day.
Yeah. Y'all don't know this, but did y'all know actually I think the period between Flag Day and Independence Day, that actually has a name, and it's called like Honor America Days or Observe America Days or something like that.
I didn't participate in that at all.
I mean, how could you, if you didn't know, how could you do it, right?
Yeah.
But that is the truth. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
And I know Moonbeam's real tired, so I really appreciate you being here with us because
I got them tired eyes.
Yeah, it's a thing, you know. Oh, she's like right in the camera right now.
Got them tired eyes.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I think
it's been good, man. It's been super good. Been seeing Brandon every day.
Yeah?
It's been good.
Yeah.
He gets off, he comes in, gets him a cold brew, goes home.
Today he got him something different. Got him
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Got him a little matcha lemonade with some
That was it was I wanted something thirst quenching after I had finished my previous drink.
Okay.
Because you need two drinks sometimes. And Moonbeam was like, hey, I got this concoction that'll knock your socks off. And let me tell you, I ain't wearing socks.
They're gone. I like that. I saw just today our friend Trina Nishimura, amazing person, talented, awesome.
So rad.
Posted a picture of her 3 drinks that she has and kept referring to herself as a beverage goblin.
Whoa, she's a 3-fisted drinker?
Yeah, and what's funny is it's funny because I've seen it in person before. Like she actually does do that all the time. She's got to have like 2 to 3 drinks on her at all time. It's really funny.
I feel that.
I mean, always come prepared, you know. One for energy, one for hydration, one just because. I mean, it's
right.
It's a, you know, it's a bold lifestyle choice, and I respect her for going out and getting it. You know,
I feel like it should be the rule.
Yeah.
I wish I had more hands just so I could have more drinks.
Right. Just so you can have more drinks. Well, you know, that's like a Quado situation. You know, Quado from, what was that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he was on Mars? Total Recall. Jeez. Why couldn't I think of the name Total Recall? Yeah, you need to have like a little belly mutant so that you can hold more drinks.
I do think that.
Or well, I don't know what good the third boob would actually do you functionally in any way, but sure, you know what? If you want a third one, you do you.
That needs to be like the new thing that hits social media that like they all use like hyperbole about. Like it's the newest trend that's breaking the internet. It's gone viral. It's just a little dude in your stomach. Yeah.
Of course.
It's the one trick that doctors don't want you to know about.
Yeah, they really hate it.
I need to rewatch Total Recall. Didn't that get remade?
It did. Colin Farrell was in it. It didn't really go anywhere.
It like that remake, the RoboCop remake. What's the point? And you need the cheese. I want the cheese.
I like the cheese.
Honestly, in the RoboCop remake wasn't great, but it made me want to see another one because I was like, I feel like they could do another one. Like they could do it justice if they did another one.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
because
yeah.
they didn't do a great job with the first one, there wasn't another one. So it's like, what's even the point? There was a lot of series like that.
Yeah.
It's too bad.
Yeah. You know, hey, but we don't always get them.
You can't always get it.
I do have a question for everybody this week on this episode.
What's that question, Grant?
And it is pertaining to movies.
Okay.
What I want to know is what's like or TV shows actually, what's a line from a movie or a TV show that you tend to use in your daily life on a regular basis?
Oh boy.
Do it to it, Lars.
That Moonbeam and I both say that one a lot.
All the time.
Yeah. That is from. Do you want to elaborate on what "Do It to It, Lars" is?
That is from Heavyweights.
Yeah, yeah. Not a movie I think they could make today, but the fact that they made it means you can go back and revisit it, and it's worth a while.
I'll tell you what. As a little fat kid, that was one of my favorite movies because I felt seen.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I loved that. I watched it a lot.
Yeah.
As a kid. Yeah. I watched it a lot as an adult.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you know what? I might be watching it now.
What is it? Lunch is canceled due to a lack of hustle.
Due to lack of hustle.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that film whenever I was very, very young, and I haven't seen it since. So I basically haven't seen it.
Oh, Brandon, we need to watch it.
Yeah. Like I haven't seen like Fight Club in 20 years, and so I basically haven't seen it. Like I think if you go so many decades without seeing a film, you don't have it in you anymore.
I think that's true because a lot of times, like when you see a movie again after that long, like you do end up understanding it differently and like having a whole different experience about it, which is a great thing. A lot of times, not a great thing. Sometimes you're like, whoa, this does not hold up. But otherwise, I think it's good. You know what else came out around that same era that was a summer camp movie that not a lot of people ever talked about? And I remember it pretty vividly from childhood, but I don't know if it was great now that I'm talking about it. There was a movie called Camp Nowhere. You were mouthing it as I was saying it. Yeah, you
I
exactly.
don't recall Camp Nowhere.
Yeah, didn't that have
Christopher Lloyd?
Christopher Lloyd, yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard of this, Brandon?
No, please do tell me about it.
From what I remember, it's like these kids a group of kids who like they didn't want to go to summer camp or something like that, so they decided to like invent their own summer camp where they could just go and be like, latchkey kids at this camp. It was like a Lord of the Flies kind of thing. And Christopher Lloyd was like the town drunk or whatever who they recruited to be like, to pose as the camp counselor, They needed an adult, but they didn't want a responsible adult around. But at some point in time, they had to like pull the wool over their parents' eyes because like Parents' Day was coming up. They're like, oh wait, camps have Parents' Days. We need to actually like make it look like we have a camp here.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was Camp Nowhere.
So was this a kids film?
I think it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Some of those like early to mid 90s kids movies were a lot not necessarily profane, but they snuck in a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, like Monster Squad. We talk about that a lot on the show.
Oh yeah. So there is one movie that I quote from pretty much every time I do something mundane. Like I don't know, like I'll do a little trick with a pencil, put it in my pocket, and be like, well, that is how it's done. There is a scene from, I don't know if this film is underrated. I don't know if it's overrated. It might just be properly rated, and I want more people to see it. But the movie Hot Rod, there is a scene. God, I cannot remember this actor's name, and I need to. It does. I'll think of it in 2 days. So there's a scene. It's like a cold open on a shot. This guy is given high fives, like back, boom, 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 and like it sticks like that for about like 10 seconds or so, and finally he's like boom, 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 and that is how it's done. And
I'm trying to remember. It wasn't Danny McBride, was it?
Danny McBride.
Okay,
I can never remember his name. I should have said, "Oh yeah, the guy who produced the new Halloween films," which nobody would have gotten it.
Crazy,
but,
yeah,
yeah. But there's so many instances in that film. That's like one of the last. I mean, these days there are no comedy films.
Studio comedies are not a big thing anymore.
It's a dead scene. It really is. But I don't know. Like and it's not like it was the last of its kind. I'm sure that there are other. It was the last stupid comedy movie. I miss.
Yeah.
I don't want overt wit. I don't want quippy dialogue. I want just mush brain nonsense.
Well, that same outfit made Pop Star Never Stop Never Stopping.
You mentioned that, and since you phrased it that way, I need to see. I think all of us got very like over inundated with the Lonely Island in the early 2010s.
Yeah, we did.
I think everybody can go back to watching On a Boat or I'm on a Boat or whatever. That's like, oh well, that was. I guess that was funny at the time.
They made another movie. I think it was just for Hulu. It would have been like a studio comedy, but it was for Hulu called Palm Springs. It came out in 2020. That I really enjoyed. It was like Andy Samberg's version of Groundhog. What's that?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
it was like a Groundhog Day type movie. Yeah. But I liked it. I really enjoyed it. It had J.K. Simmons in it as basically as the villain.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
Old J. Jonah Jameson in the flesh.
Yeah, for real. Personified. It's good. Those are the only two that y'all do, because I feel like there's other ones here that y'all might throw out before I give you my... I have two that I'm thinking of before I get to them, but I want to know, are there any others?
Many.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I don't know
if I have I'm not even sure, honestly, if I have an original thought.
Yeah. It might just be recycled movies.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I think that's the beautiful thing, though, because everybody is kind of like an amalgamation of what they've experienced.
True.
And what seems overtly apparent, what you would feel like would be overtly apparent to everybody else. Everybody's seeing you is like, whoa, that was something I've never heard of before in that way, and I don't know what you're doing. Like, I think of like the people who've stood out in my life that I've kind of shamelessly emulated, and I'd like to think at this point I've put my own spin on things, and I don't really remind anybody of anybody.
Okay. Well then. No, it's funny. I have a couple that I think of. Anytime that I see any instance where it's like someone got away with something that wasn't like overtly bad, you know what I mean? Or like if someone does something and it's like, well, actually that's not really illegal, or there's no rule against that or whatever.
Yeah.
I like to say that they're applying Air Bud logic to it. So my quote for that is, ain't no rules say the dog can't play basketball. Because that was literally the only reason why they let a dog play basketball, is it didn't say you can't do it, so he can play.
What a bonkers movie that was. No one had the self-awareness to question what in the world is happening.
Yeah.
Hey man, let it happen. Let it happen. And that spawned. There's Uncle Bob.
There he is.
Ready to tear some stuff up.
Is he coming back in? Yeah.
Like he's ready to get
in. He knows we're talking about him.
Hey, Bob.
There he
goes. Yeah, that spawned a bunch of dog movies. But Greg, when he does his Dollar Bin shows, he starts out with a original theatrical Air Bud poster. That's how he starts out every show.
I always miss the opening of those shows, but
missing that Air Bud poster.
To clarify, y'all have a I think the technical term is a metric butt ton of movie posters that you wound up with from a movie theater at one point in time. And so y'all said, why don't we just try out this Whatnot thing? And so every now and then,
sell these online?
Yeah, Dollar Ben, $BEN on Whatnot, and y'all have some shows from time to time where you just, for 2 hours, just put up movie posters, talk about movies, and people buy them.
Sell the crap out of posters, and we've met some cool people that through that.
People are really enthusiastic about it. I love trying to sit and watch them all as I can.
Yeah, man, they're fun.
You know me, I was always drowning in things to do, so there's that
Good
whole
music,
aspect
man.
to it. But I mean, they are a lot of fun whenever I can get to watch them. I'd love to like
Yeah,
be
man.
at one day. That'd be fun.
Well, come on.
Yeah,
I know.
We are drowning in posters.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
I
It's
every
like as
time
many
I've
as
been
you
on it,
sold, there's still plenty left. Like you're not about to run dry.
Oh yeah, no.
It's
every
great.
time
Anyway,
I've been on, I just shout out fake trivia
of course.
about the movie.
Yeah, yeah, he does. It's awesome.
Finn Jinkler actually broke his ankle in this movie.
Finn Jinkler.
Yeah.
That's a good name. That's a
stunt
good
double
name.
for the stunt double.
Of course. Yeah. Second unit stunt double.
Right.
No, I do have another movie quote that I like to use a lot.
Please
And
tell.
it's like when I'm about to try something, for the first time, or I don't know, maybe I just fix something and I'm about to turn it back on to see like if it's working or whatever. I like to quote Jurassic Park and say, "Hold on to your butts," because that's Samuel L. Jackson in Jurassic Park. It is. Look, the thing is, no one ever quotes that line from the movie, and that is one of the best lines in that whole movie. Hold on to your butts.
I think that is a good one.
The delivery, everything is great about it. Everything's perfect about it.
There's a lot of good There's a lot of good one-liners in that one.
Oh,
I love it when he's like, when the guy was like, all pretending like, he's sneaking in with his sunglasses on and crap and his hat, and he's like, "See, nobody cares." He's like,
It's Dotson. Nobody cares. Yeah, like, there's also like Jeff Goldblum after Laura Dern gets done with the dinosaur dung, and she walks away, and he goes, "Be sure to wash your hands before you eat anything." And it's just there's a lot of really good moments in that movie. It's perfect. It really is. Like,
it's a good movie.
When you talk about a perfect movie, Jurassic Park is a perfect movie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. But what were you thinking, Brandon?
There's one line that I just thought of that I don't get a lot of opportunities to use, but whenever I can just shove it into conversation like a square peg to a circle, like I do it. And I'm not even gonna give like a hypothetical instance. I'm just gonna run down the scene. For anybody who grew up staunchly evangelical in the mid to late 2000s, you might have seen a little movie called Facing the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
It's what it's not good. It's not a good movie.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. I'm sure that it was tax fraud.
But it played for like 2 months straight at our theater there.
Yeah, that in the firefighter movie and
one with Kirk Cameron.
So
Left Behind?
Huh?
No, there's another one.
A different one, huh?
Yeah. There's a line in the film that's one of the worst lines in cinema history.
Okay.
So they not to give too many spoilers away about this cinematic masterpiece, but throughout the film there's the protagonist, the husband, and there's a wife, and they're having vague baby making issues the entire time. I don't know, they don't elaborate into that would be sinful.
Right.
But at the end of the film, the wife, she's got the ultrasounds, and there's a baby in there.
Yeah.
And the way that she announces it to him, she's like, "You just made the team, coach." And he goes, "What?" and she said, "Yeah, the daddy team." And then I guess you're supposed to cry at that point. I don't know. I think people did cry whenever I saw it.
Yeah, they cried for the wrong reason, though.
Daddy team.
Yeah, that guy just is given like a $60,000 truck in that movie just because everybody pitched in, and it was a very strange scene.
What a weird concept. What a weird
concept. The entire
concept.
movie is very
Is it
strange.
A football movie? I don't remember I don't remember seeing it. I just remember it playing up at Canal Play Cinema for ever.
Yeah,
I saw it at the church I was going to at the time, and I brought a vault soda, and a bag of popcorn. And let me tell you, that was not the movie to be snacking away at. Everybody just kind of gave me looks, and I was like, "What? It's a movie."
Yeah.
Brandon's
I thought this
popcorn
was what you
crunches.
did at a movie.
Yeah.
Oh. You can't get Vault anymore, man. I actually miss it, to be
I
honest
miss
with you.
Vault.
I wouldn't be able to have it anymore, but
yeah,
I miss
like,
it.
Vault was better than Surge.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I actually do agree with that.
Some
You know,
TT in a cup would be better than Surge. Tastes like somebody spoiled some Mountain Dew.
You just so many millennials just turned off the show.
That's fine. Let them turn it off. We only want folks who want to be here. F them. Let the door hit
you. Sorry. Like, oh man, I just I don't know what to say, y'all. So I do want to know from the Humbl Fam. Let us know in the comments, everybody, if you're on our socials or on YouTube or even on TikTok. We are putting the whole show, full-length episodes on TikTok now, because why not? People are watching it there. It's fine. They like it. We're going to keep doing it. Thank you, TikTok, for having us. It's a really, really good time. Y'all, we had this moment today where, so we had some plans. They got kind of moved around. The weather was a little weird. So we set for the 4th. So we said, hey, you know what? We're just going to clean the house top to bottom. Why not?
Oh, wow.
Let's make it happen. So we put on Pluto TV, because Pluto TV, for one thing, it's free. For another thing, they have music video channels. Did y'all know this?
No, I did not.
They do. And we found one, I think it was called Excite Rock or something. Excite Rock. Yeah.
That's not a good name.
And it just played, no, it's not a great name, but it had all kind of stuff on there. Yeah. And I think I might have sent y'all a video because we're cleaning and my daughter, MJ, 7 again, was entertaining herself, and I look in the living room and she's actually sitting on the couch watching Alice in Chains Man in the Box on TV.
Oh yeah, you sent us that. Yeah.
Man, I was like, dude, this is a childhood like thing that I used to do that I was like, oh yeah, that's never going to happen. And there it was happening. It was really funny. She was watching that. She was watching Bullets with Butterfly Wings on there. There's all kind of just, almost anything you could think of they were playing on there. Was great. And
I need to check that out.
Some things that, didn't care for, but whatever. I mean, it's but I was like, it's the music video, like the MTV, the VH1 experience.
Yeah.
So you just let it ride, but at one point in time, because you were talking about angering millennials, Avenged Sevenfold came on.
Gross.
I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, how did this band not end up getting lumped in with like Hinder and 3 Days Grace or whatever? Because I'm listening to it, and I'm like, it's basically the same music as those bands. But I think honestly, the only reason why is because they were just different lyrically. Like they didn't like sing about like breaking up with your girlfriend. They were like, yeah, we like to burn things, and so everybody was like, oh yeah, I only listen to real metal, like Avenged Sevenfold. And I was like, this is basically the same as those other bands I just mentioned.
I think I heard that line whenever I was a teenager, and even at that time, I was like, what a lame ass.
Yeah. So anyway, if we're making people upset right now, that's what I'm doing. Is I'm making people upset.
Yeah, we need
talking
to
trash about
spark
Avenged Sevenfold. I
engagement.
don't really care.
Which along those same lines, I hear that Pluto TV is doing better than Disney Plus, which is great because I hate Disney. I hate Disney a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Pluto, anything that's free is going to do better, I think. I mean, it's just the nature of the game.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff on there. It's good.
Tubi?
Well, yeah.
No, it's Tubi that's doing better than Disney.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe so. Tubi's got all kind of good stuff on there, too.
Tubi's got Demolition Man. I think
does it really? I've watched all kind of horror movies on Tubi. There's a lot of, there's a pretty decent horror selection on there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Including.
I enjoy the Tubi.
Actually, the 9th. So, like, the day before this drops, I just interviewed on my other channel, Grant Fletcher on the mic, Matt Osborne, who's in a movie called The After Dark, which drops on Tubi on July 9th.
Oh, cool.
And the villain in that movie is a pro wrestler named Gangrel, who actually has vampire fangs for real. So he plays a vampire.
What do you mean by that?
Like implants?
Yes. He was a vampire in WWE.
Oh heck!
He would come up from under the ramp with like a door, like a trap door would open up with like a ring of fire around it, and he would come up and he'd have this chalice with blood, and he'd like put it in his mouth and like spew blood out of his mouth.
Oh.
Gangrel.
That's beautiful.
And his music, Brandon, his music, his entrance music, amazing, incredible.
What was it?
I don't know. It's just like keys and like this like and like there's like red strobe lights flashing. I'm gonna send you a link after we're done here. If you're wherever you're watching, look up Gangrel entrance. That's all you need to know about the guy. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, how does it go again, Grant?
It's like I don't know. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's the most like late 90s thing. It's like Blade, like it's like if a Blade villain was a wrestler.
I like that.
Okay.
Have a little bloodbath party with the sprinklers. Yeah.
Which the new Deadpool movie is about to come out. I still will defend to this day that the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, would not exist as it does today if it weren't for Blade.
Yeah. Blade was fantastic. Blade 2.
Yeah, Blade 2. I think the first Blade really made studios look at comic book properties differently than they had up until that point.
Oh yeah, and now that has snowballed to the point to where 90% of what's in theaters are superhero films.
Well, they've had to scale it back because people stopped going to them because there were too many. So
fantastic!
I like Comic Cons. Oh, I said it.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. We've talked about this on the show before, though. Everybody thinks they can do one because they think it's easy, and surprise, surprise, it ain't, homie.
No.
Surprise.
I don't really have a lot. I do have a little bit of trivia prepared for this episode. Because we're recording this on Independence Day again, it's going to come out like a week after, but I don't care. You know what? It's our show. We're going to do what we want.
Right.
We're talking about movies pretty heavily on that. We talk about movies every episode. This is almost a movie podcast, almost. But Brandon has gone away, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut to me until he comes back because I don't know what he's doing. I think Bob is probably wreaking havoc on the I don't know what, somewhere in the apartment.
Yeah, Bob is. Then there he is.
Is he coming back?
And now he's run away.
We're trying to get Brandon wrangling Bob here on camera. All right. Anyway,
Bob wrangling is a dangerous sport.
Bob wrangling is a dangerous sport. That's why only one person ever does it. Yeah. I've got some movie lines here from movies. Here's the only thing about each of these movies that it needs to qualify for this round. It just has to have at least one scene that takes place on the 4th of July. That's
okay.
it.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm going to give you a movie line, and then you tell me what the name of the movie is. First one to call it out will get a point. How about that?
Cool.
All right. Let's see. Should we start easy or hard? Let's start easy, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, pay attention. First, you take the gram. You stick the chocolate to the gram. What's that?
The Sandlot.
Sandlot. That is the Sandlot. Yes, that's the point where they're explaining how to make a s'mores. How to make s'mores.
You want me smalls?
It sounded very like drug adjacent. I'll be honest. First, you take the gram.
Yeah. No, that kind of gram.
The gram of Milo.
Yeah. All right. How about this one? Then there's pretty Dottie Henson, who plays like Gehrig and looks like Garbo. Fellas, keep your mitts to yourself.
Oh, A League of Their Own.
That's A League of Their Own. Yes. Nice.
A lot of sports movies on the 4th of July.
Very good. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. How much further can we go here? Oh, yeah. That's a shame, being it's the 4th of July and all. Kids like you should be out having fun, drinking, partying, running people over, getting away with murder, things like that.
That really sounds familiar.
Yeah, it should sound familiar. It should. Because it's supposed to be not like an exaggeration. It's like a pointed accusation in the movie. Or at least
I don't know.
All right. Y'all are going to be so mad. It's I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have yet to see any of these films in this,
really?
in this trivia round.
Wait. You've never seen The Sandlot?
Never seen Sandlot?
No.
Oh, dude.
Mostly because I'm very sick of, to this day, in the year of our Lord 2024, people saying the phrase "You're killing me, Smalls."
Yeah.
That is the most overused trite phrase in all.
Well, a lot of people just went back and deleted their comments, so thanks for that, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
No. But it is. Here's the thing: Sandlot is a very good movie. I just watched it like a year ago. It's so good.
It's really good. Brandon just doesn't like anything being sold to him.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, no,
fight the man.
And I just don't like trite things happening over and over again. That's been that's been that phrase.
I really would have thought you'd seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, though.
I think I've seen parts of it because I remember whenever it aired on cable back in the day, they censored the F-bombs by just removing the F, and so it was that's really the only thing I like, because like they're meet. It's like two guys meeting in the streets and they're real angry. It's like, uck me, uck you. And I laughed a lot.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right, look, let's do a few more. I think I have 3 more here, yeah. All right. What I know is that daylight savings wasn't established until World War I. If it's 3 p.m. now, that means that in 1776, it would be 2 p.m. I know. It sounds like someone's really working something out. Like a mystery of some kind, or a puzzle, or a riddle. Or following some clues. Perhaps if they were trying to steal an historical document.
Was Moonbeams...
Am I not right?
What'd you say?
National Treasure?
Oh, it is National Treasure. Yeah, sorry. I didn't even hear you say it, so that's my bad.
All right.
Yeah, that is National Treasure. Moonbeams run away with this thing, but we're going to go ahead and do the rest of them anyway. I got a couple left. I'm pleased and happy to I'm pleased and happy to repeat the news that we have, in fact, caught and killed a large predator that supposedly injured some bathers. But, as you see, it's a beautiful day, the beaches are open, and people are having a wonderful time.
Jaws?
It's Jaws, yes.
Hey!
Correct. All right, I've got one more for y'all, just for fun. We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to. That is Independence Day. Yes, we're going to live on. We're going to survive. That
Once again, I have. This is absolutely a situation where I brought piss to a poop fight.
It happens sometimes, you know. We can't really do nothing about it, you know.
Yeah.
I have one for you here. What about? Oh, this is from a TV show. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Oh, that's South Park.
That's just from South Park, yeah. But you know what's funny is that actually he was referencing Cheers when he said that.
Really?
Yeah. So, but it's most famous for, you know, Randy in South Park.
Yeah.
Anyway,
of course.
That's the big one there, y'all. Look, I do want to say that we are still announcing people. People are still getting announced until like a couple days ago as we're recording this for Alabama Comic-Con. Just coming up into the end of September. And then September next year, we're going to be in the Smokies for the Happily Ever After Fest. And we're just like coming out with like name after name after name that's jumping on that show.
We absolutely are.
And man, I'm really excited about it. We've talked about this before, how like it's not really my scene, but yet I know that a lot of people are really excited about it and they really get geared up for that kind of thing. And so I'm really a big fan of the enthusiasm around it. So I'm ready to dive in to that world and just kind of figure it all out for myself, you know?
Yeah.
And people are already buying tickets for it, which is crazy. Like, it's over a year away, and people are already that excited that they're buying tickets for it. So that's
I love it. People are hyped. I'm hyped too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm real hyped for that. So, yeah, let us know, Humbl Fam, what's a show or a movie that you quote all the time? Give us the line. Tell us what it is. Maybe put it in there and don't tell us what the movie is. And maybe we'll just try to guess what it is based on what you put in there.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Or we'll just Google it.
That's right. Either way, y'all, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe or hit that follow button. Give us a like and a comment as well. We'll be back here next week for another episode, another little visit here on The Humbl Show. But until then, stay humble.